Start the engine. Brakes, let me get way closer. My dad is a giant human.
Your dad is a giant.
Brakes, bad master switches are on. Make sure rich, power, full forward. Prime. Boost. Clear. Strobe lights on. Clear.
Good evening, Torrance Square. Ground Sling 2151 Bravo is at Sling with Oscar, request taxi 2908.
Sling 2151 Bravo, evening at Torrance Square, 2908, taxi Echo Alpha Juliet.
2908 via Echo Alpha Juliet 51 Bravo.
Quite the slack on that one.
Kind of getting chilly in here.
I'm working on it, Eel. Safety first. Okay.
Oh, is there any heat we could get going? It's really cold. Oh,
Okay. We'll go open quarter inch. Kick it off.
Beautiful. That's a start.
Okay. Low. Go.
Solid.
Good. To
Solid.
be using the recirc mode.
Solid. Solid work. Simply phenomenal.
Looking good.
I want to do a lot of
Real low
DSP
lift.
action today.
DSP?
Yep.
What's that?
DSP stands for dead sack of potatoes.
Perfect.
I want to be a dead sack of potatoes.
You know what's funny is DSP is so it's like a principle of electrical engineering that we do in
DSP, really?
it's called digital signal processing.
They don't know what they're talking about. It's dead sack of potatoes.
All right.
They should rethink things.
That's right. We're good before taxiing. Let's get those flaps up. Well, before we taxi also, let's do a quick little briefing for you.
Let's do it.
You've never been in a plane before?
I've only been in airplanes, but not helicopters.
Okay, so this is a helicopter. But, you know, just like an airplane, there's no, you know, you have seat belts.
Okay.
Okay. You take this tab, put it into this socket right here, pull these bad boys, tighten them up. I wasn't full idle, okay. That's how you put it in full idle.
Similar to the airplanes.
Similar to airplanes. Okay. There's no smoking or drinking.
Let's see if you could make this one an abbreviated one.
Okay.
So just touch on the stuff.
Yep. No smoking or drinking. These are two exits. If they're jammed. So these are two exits. Please exit away from the problem in an emergency. If they're jammed, there's a hammer right here. You can tap out the windows, get out that way. If you're feeling sick, look out the windows. Try to do your best to breathe deep and make yourself feel better. Use the AC if possible. If you can, we'll get down. And let's say if anything happens to me, if I pass out or anything like that, hit this button first, straight and level, make it go straight and level. Try and wake me up. That doesn't work. Go there, tap this button, hold it, ask for help, someone will help you.
Easy.
You have any questions?
No questions.
Okay.
Good.
Good to go.
And if we got a fire, there's a hail on to the left.
Oh, that's right.
Foot.
Forgot about the fire. But yeah, if you have fires, we have an extinguisher right here.
Good work.
Okay.
Solid.
And we will listen to ATIS.
Solita.
Oh. Where did this go? All of my stuff is gone.
Got lost?
It got flipped somewhere. What?
You wrote down all this stuff, right?
I did. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, if you lost it, that's what Hashem wants.
Oh, there we go.
Say, that's what Hashem wants.
That's what Hashem wants. For me to find it right now.
Oh, amazing.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
Here we are, and I'm not even really sure how this thing works.
Take us to Compton, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Take us to Compton, Captain. What sounds better? Take us to Compton, Captain, or Captain, take us to Compton?
Compton Captain, take us to Captain.
Captain, take us to Captain.
Okay, we're good. Good. AS1256.
Short instructions on the
that.
assignment. We'll call sign,
Turn it
advise
down.
this contact, give information, Oscar.
Okay. We'll have Oscar in a second. Oscar.
Oscar information, Oscar, time 2350 Zulu, weather wind 270 at 14, visibility 10, 10,000 scattered, temperature 27, dew point 19er, altimeter 29er84. Alright, that's runway 29er right, news landing, report runway 29er. Torrance north, tower frequency 133.07, Torrance south, tower frequency 124.0, notice airman. Runway 29 left as he's out of service, 5G notice in effect, and multiple cranes in the vicinity of Torrance, check notice for more information. Use cause for bird activity owner in the vicinity of the airport. Use cause for work in progress, chasing runways, taxiways. Hazardous weather information for California coastal waters.
That's right, he was having us.
Frequencies.
He was saying he was having some trouble on,
Instructions on the assignment.
yeah,
We'll advising this contact, give information, Oscar.
Who was saying they have trouble?
my dad was saying they had trouble hearing him on the second.
Oh.
On the second guy.
On Com 2?
On Com 2.
Huh.
So that's why we're listening on, I think we're doing the listening on that one. And all the calls on this one.
Oh, so you can't transmit on 2?
You can, he says he was at like 3x5.
You know what? Let's see if it's fixed. Give it a shot.
Yeah, should we just say com check?
No, just go right for it.
Go right for it?
Move up a little more. See if it was just that flight.
It might have been. Okay.
Yeah, just go normal. If they don't hear you, they don't hear you.
Yep. Torrance ground, Sirius 966 Tango Tango East Tees, looking to taxi with Oscar.
Number 966 Tango Tango, Torrance ground, 29 right, thanks to Juliet.
29 right via Juliet, 966 Tango Tango.
And that's how you fix radios.
You just do it.
Just do
I
another
imagine
flight.
he probably didn't have it close to his mouth or something.
Something like that. Something like that. You never know. So this doesn't prove it's fixed. Maybe it'll go in and out throughout the day, but we'll keep doing it as normal.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your co-pilot speaking. We'd like to welcome you all aboard. Beautiful evening flight here this afternoon, or early evening, from Torrance, California, over to what airport, Captain?
We're going to Compton tonight, co-pilot.
Compton Woodley Airport.
Compton Woodley.
International Airport.
ET's about 30 seconds.
We'll be up and down. We'll be cruising at a height of 1,500 feet above sea level. That is a whole 1,500 feet.
Via Alpha 11 right.
Takes about 10 minutes, and we should be on the ground in about 25 minutes from now. Folks, for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Gracias. Look at that convertible action.
Yeah, man.
Gotta love it.
Cool, cool. Why am I seeing red? It doesn't seem like it's dropping any further. Oh, now it is. What's going on here?
Where's our RPM?
Too low?
I don't know. Let's.
It's at 750. Why did it idle so low?
You see, that's not normal, right? It used to be
Yeah.
1,000. Now look at our alternators.
Now they're back up.
Good. It's an engine.
Because it has to do
driven.
with maybe it's so hot that I'm giving it too much mixture.
Could be. Maybe he played with the idle, right?
Right.
The mechanic. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the fact that we typically over here go to 1,000
Idle at
and
1,000.
it's set at 700.
Right.
That's what causes your alternators. Okay. Engine-driven alternators are dependent on what in order to work properly?
On the RPM on the engine.
On the engine turning.
Yeah.
Right? And so if the engine's not turning,
That
why is
won't-
your alternator not charging the battery when the
It's
engine's
not
off?
turning enough speed.
Exactly.
It's not speed, nor not enough power.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so these engine-driven alternators, when you're at idle,
Yeah.
mostly small little piston airplanes, your alternator will be suffering.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Your
Got it.
first go-to in a situation like that,
Is to check the
check your
check the power.
RPMs, and sometimes you're a little too low. And
Yeah,
right
'cause I
now,
saw him. I was at 700.
exactly. And right now we did that, and it worked.
Yep.
If that doesn't work, you could start going into down the rabbit hole of cycling through your alternator
Checking
switches,
alternators.
circuit breakers, whatever that might be.
Right.
Easy.
Yep.
Good.
Okay. Running up. We go real quick. And doors latched. Removed on the caps. Seatbelt's good. Fuel quantity will confirm.
And let's go ahead and lean the
Yeah, I was
mixture.
going to say it's probably a good idea.
There you go.
But it did bring up the RPM too.
Uh-huh.
So that's interesting. So it is maybe
It could be
mixture
too rich.
issue.
Yeah, it's hot out.
Okay. Fuel full is tank. We're at that's 25, right? 20. No, we're like 45. So, yeah, 43. No, that's 43.3 gallons remaining.
Cool.
So, there we go. Mixture as required. We've gone down a little bit. Flaps are 50. We're good. Autopilot, check it. Easy to disengage. Navigation radios and GPS. We'll set them for takeoff. We're going to be flying. I mean, might say we don't really even need to do this, but we will do it.
Sure.
KCPM. Compton Woodley.
There it is.
That's what we wanted to see. Boom. Flight plan. Check it in the map. We're there. Looking good. Okay, back to engine. Let's still do this. 1, 2, 3. We'll need that. You don't need ground anymore. And let's not put ground down here anymore anyway, since I'm pretty sure Comp 2 works. We'll monitor that for now, just for fun. And it is...
Oh, that thing just fell right out of the sky, that diamond.
Oh.
He flared way too high.
What's the plane doing in the grass over there?
Not the grass.
Hold 2 right for the pattern.
Oh, that's
hotel.
that's
taxiway.
Oh, it looks,
Five,
it
one,
looks
Bravo.
like
on the
he's just
grass.
sitting in the grass. I'm like, he looks fine, but it looks like he's in the grass.
No, the diamond ran out of energy way too high. And
Oh,
way
yeah?
Too soon. Yep.
What am
Not
I
soon,
doing?
but too high.
That's right.
Got that one. Hit it, Mike.
Okay.
490 left, close traffic group.
Let's not get too carried away there. Okay. We're going to want KCPM AWAS. 715.
1270 at 14. Number 2151 Bravo Torrance Tower, right close traffic is approved. Wind, 270 at 11,
Okay,
2 right, clear for takeoff.
and
All right, clear for takeoff, 51 Bravo.
we're going to fly 1,500 feet. And
260 at 15.
120.9, we're going to put in the CTAF of over there. Componi. Okay. 7 nautical miles. So as soon as we can start flying, we can start making calls because we'll be close. Okay.
Number 4, number 2, following clean mile ahead of you, running 29 left, clear for the option, and follow them on the base.
We'll follow them on the base, 29er, and left, clear for the option, following.
Put in
Number 4, up Sierra, running 29 right, clear for the option, number 1.
here instead of 8 is 4.
On the go, we'd like to break turn direct to Long Beach. Port up Sierra, Dutch requested. November 95 Charlie, turn left, taxiway, Delta.
This guy's like a rap god. He's
really good. He's really, really, really
He is
good.
good. He's on it.
He's really good. Not only is he on it, he's really calm and he's nice.
That's right.
He's kind.
That's right.
He doesn't hate his job.
That's right. Okay, here we go. Going up.
We'll be turning right base for the north runway, diving
We'll
for
get
has you inside
the-
1000 indicated.
There's traffic inside, 88 Mike.
Thank you. Wind 270 at 15.
Tower 88 Mike.
Up RPM.
Ready, Mike, understand, running 29 left, clear to land.
Then let's go to land, 88 Mike.
419er traffic, you're following the full stop.
Traffic following is full stop 419er.
1680 is good enough.
Traffic off your left is right.
Put a strain on that.
For the north runway.
All twos compensating that load.
Yep, so really what you're looking for is charging, positive charge.
Positive charge.
On the battery.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Good. And 1670.
Wind 280 at 13.
Drop a 50. Drop of 50. Okay, so that is within a total drop, or within a drop of 150 and a difference of 75 inch since they're exactly the same.
Solid.
And we got that. I'm sliding forward, and we can take it back to just about.
We're okay on.
Let's make sure we don't go too far.
Remember, 88 Mike, turn left taxiway, echo contact.
Down to 1,000.
Less on that, go on ground. Have a great day, Joe. 88 Mike.
All right. And your parameters, we'll check. RPM's in the green, manifold pressure's in the green, not anymore, but it's right. Power's in the green, oil temp in the green, pressure's green. Oil pressure is green. Flight instruments, HSI and altimeter. Altimeter's good. This is good. Altitude set. And that's good. So 1, 2, 3, correct. Going in, coming left, coming out, going right, going in, and the rudder's good. Okay, and here we go. Trim set for takeoff, and well, I should have come back down in the flow when I was taking this down.
Good,
but pitot heat could come off.
Good learning.
419er is going to be a
419er, roger, runway 29er left, clear to land.
Okay. And we're good. We're good to talk about what we're doing.
Good work.
So today, we're doing a short field takeoff from runway 29 right. Got the windsock right there. That's a good runway to take. And if any time before rotation, during takeoff, we have any issues, we will clear the runway and make our intentions known to tower and figure ourselves out. If during takeoff we have any issues after rotation, and these issues do not involve the engine, we will fly a normal pattern, take off, fly a normal pattern, and land normally. If we have any issues that do involve the engine after we've rotated on takeoff, we will position ourselves for best glide and not attempt to return to the airport. We will do our best to find a safe place to land and figure out something to do. Find a place to land, clearing, water, field, whatever. And we do have caps on this system, so we'll address that. This system, in this plane, cap system. Parachute system, so below 600 feet, we won't touch caps. Won't be able to deploy in time. Between 600 and 2,000 feet, we will pull caps immediately if we experience engine issues or any other issues that warrant pulling caps. And above 2,000 feet, we will have time to figure something out. We'll find a place to land or something like that. And if we don't, we start to drift back down below 2,000 feet, we will pull caps.
Solid.
All right.
Good work.
Ready for right close traffic.
Number 866 Lima towards Tower, roger, understand right close traffic, stand by. You're number 1, correct?
Number 1, correct.
Come on, give me a little space, buddy.
You could just do that. And you could say number 3 in sequence. Number 3, folks. We are number 3.
Number 2, holding short, clear call, center request. Fling 866 Lima towards Tower, follow traffic in the upwind, running 29 right, clear for takeoff, right close traffic.
Close traffic, clear for takeoff, 29 right, 6 Sierra Lima.
It's good accent.
Tower Sierra 8610 Lima is now number 1, holding short 29er right for right 270 departure.
8610 Lima towards South, Roger, stand by.
And we're number 2.
Here's number 2, say your call sign and request.
Sirius 966 Tango Tango, number 2, requesting right, crosswind departure, runway 29er right.
Here's 966 Tango Tango towards South, Roger, stand by. Good afternoon.
Nice. What's up, Joey?
Hey.
What? That's his name.
What's up, Joey?
51 Bravo, heading to your left is Sport Cruiser, they're straight out departure.
That's just funny.
Hey, we have that traffic inside 51 Bravo.
That's like when, or I was watching a video, like people, like Tower will tell like.
Right 270.
It's easy to forget they're human.
Yeah.
600, running 29er right, clear for takeoff.
It's easy to forget they're human, but he's a
Where
human.
they go,
Just
southbound,
he eats the
9
same
over
kind of
1000.
food. I think
Yeah,
they
we
shop
do.
in the same supermarkets. I can't confirm. I've never shopped with an air traffic controller, but I think they're the same kind of human. It's but it's easy to forget. Easy to forget. Joey. What's up, Joey?
But I was gonna say it's like when like Tower will tell you, hey, tell approach happy birthday or departure.
Yeah.
51 Bravo, extend down.
Extend down 151 Bravo.
Extend down 151 Bravo. For right close traffic. Right close traffic.
Okay, before we start to go on, we'll go
Torrance Tower 61 and
belt,
holding short 29er
boost,
left, short delay on
full
the
tank,
runway left
full
close
ridge.
traffic.
This
3419 towards South, Roger, as requested, wind 270 at 12 running 29er right,
takeoff,
clear
lights
for takeoff.
on.
And the left, clear for takeoff,
And let's do the map on the screen.
Oh, good idea.
November 51 Bravo, turn base in a half mile, running 29er right, clear, touch and go.
All right, clear, touch and go. Turn base in a half mile, 51 Bravo.
Sirius 966 Tango Tango, running 29er right, clear for takeoff. Right crosswind approved, follow the sling in the upwind and the crosswind turn.
29er right, clear for takeoff. 966 Tango Tango.
Let's go to traffic on
6
there.
Lima number 2, following a sling mile ahead of you, running 29er right, clear for the option.
Good.
And
like we said, we'll do all short field techniques. Let's use every inch of the runway.
I can't get this off standby.
Number 4 Sierra Charlie, frequency change approved, have a great day.
you as well, frequency change approved, 4 Sierra Charlie.
Nose wheel straight. And we'll do a short field technique.
Okay. Real good. Okay, we got it.
Torrance Tower, this is Sling 5767 Golf, short of runway 29 right at Juliet, requesting right close traffic.
Sling 5767 Golf Torrance Chat, Roger, stand by.
Good. And climb out like crazy. I want to see a good short field technique. Clear that obstacle. Clear that obstacle. Clear that obstacle.
Number 1 Sierra Lima, extend down.
There you are.
1
78.
Sierra Lima is a right 270.
Oh, sorry about that.
Good work. Nice 78. Good. Keep it coming.
Number 1 Sierra Lima, disregard, extending that one.
There's the traffic. Good work. Solid work.
Wind check. Wind 270 at 11.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Good work.
There we go.
Solid. Good. Start turning.
Approach 29er left.
Good. Obstacle clear.
Again.
Short approach for 29er left, 419er.
Number 419 Roger, short approach approved, running 29er right, clear for the
So
option.
with the short field, you do a wheelie as well.
Yeah. That's not good.
That's more of a soft field thing.
Okay, well, I'll just.
We wanted a crosswind departure, so let's go perpendicular.
Gotcha.
There you go. That's more soft field. So with the short
Are
field,
you going toward like Laundry Park?
Compton Airport, 600.
16 Tango Roger, traffic is Goodyear southwest on 900, indicated type unknown. Additional traffic about a half mile southwest of Compton. Appears to be southbound now 700, indicated type unknown.
All right, looking thanks. 600.
490 traffic.
More of a soft field. So you want to do the, you don't want to do the wheelie. You just want to rotate normally and then just keep it coming at 78.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll make a short
I just kind of was,
to have a little bit of back pressure is good, so it
It's not
rotates
too
whenever
much.
you're ready. But we don't need.
Traffic's now 12 o'clock,
You hear
2 miles, eastbound turn, 1,200 indicated.
You hear him? You got it?
Helicopter.
All right, looking out. Thank you, 966. Thank you.
6 single, roger. Frequency change, first grade flight.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good.
Number 1 Sierra Lima, frequency change, first.
Perfect, good. So not a whole wheelie throughout the whole thing. It's more of a soft field.
Gotcha.
Today is all about short fields.
Yeah.
Good, solid.
Gotcha.
Good.
I gotcha.
Traffic, Southwest Edward Road, turning crosswind.
Short flight, we're pretty much almost there. I would slow way down, start listening to the AWAS, really getting ahead of the airplane. We could even see there's traffic there. I don't want to prompt you on these things.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good work, solid. Good.
Sorry, yep. And we're going a bit
Common
high
traffic, Southwest Edward Road, turning downwind.
And remember, let's get a visual as soon as we can. Where's the
25
airport?
left.
also. Airport's over here to our left.
Let's see when you can see it.
Right there.
Good.
Common traffic 02 Papa left, base for 25 right, Compton.
Coming to traffic, White Sierra's just coming out of Torrance airspace about, God.
Traffic.
Oh.
Common traffic, Southwest Edward Road, 25 left, number 1.
Are we on a 45 midfield entry?
No,
We're pretty much on a
close,
45, right?
Yeah.
Just say we're on a 45, midfield down with 25 left.
Traffic.
Coming to traffic, White Sierra's is on, coming into a 45 midfield down, runway 25 left, Compton.
Good.
Common traffic 02 Papa final 25 right, Compton.
Traffic.
0 at 10, visibility more than 10, sky condition clear below 12 Belfast, temperature 28 Celsius, 2.18
Traffic somewhere?
altimeter 298 remarks, density altitude 1,000.
So we'll be behind them, slow way down.
Departure back
Slow way down.
last call. See you guys.
See ya.
Good. Turn downwind.
Compton traffic, San Victor Pulse, final for 25 left.
Coming to traffic, White Sierra's turning down,
So-
down runway.
Traffic.
So they're downwind, and we should be at 1100. So, a little crazy. My airplane?
Your airplane.
My plane.
Yeah.
Little crazy here.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yep.
See how fast it hits us in the face?
Yep.
Great learning. Great learning.
I was a bit low.
It's all good learning.
Okay, so we're on.
They're on down.
They're on downward.
Compton traffic, San Victor Pulse, short final for
Traffic.
25 left.
Correct.
Traffic.
So we'll
There we
just
go.
kind
Let's go
of
ahead
get
of them.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Con traffic, White Sierra's left base, 25 left contact. There we go. There we go. All right. What did we just learn? I got the plane. So
Yeah.
Talk to me what we just learned.
I didn't figure all that stuff out fast enough.
Good.
But yeah, so I mean, I should have been more on top of the airplane right there as soon as coming in right there.
Cool.
But yeah, I think I knew it was close, but I didn't. I guess I didn't think it was that close.
Cool.
But
Con traffic, White Sierra's turning final, 25 left contact. Good work. Your plane.
Compton traffic, San Victor Bravo.
500.
Runway 25 left, Echo taxiing back to runway 25.
Good learning. Touchdown on the numbers.
Okay.
Good. It'll be a full stop. Taxi back.
Full stop, taxi back.
Good. Just for the heck of it. On traffic, White Sierra, short final, 25 left contact. Good. It looks like they're departing the area, so no factor. Good. That was a close call, but a great learning experience.
Yeah.
Which won't happen again.
That's right.
Good.
Compton traffic, helicopter 74564. We are about 2 miles southwest of the field. We are going to be entering on a left downwind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Good. Use gravity. Good. And we won't force it down. We'll just continue practicing until we figure out what needs to happen in order. Could we have bled off a touch more energy before touching down?
Yeah.
Good. The reason we did that is because there was a slight inclination to force it down to get the numbers.
Right.
We don't want to do that. We need to fight that urge.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yep.
Short fuel technique is not about plowing the plane on the ground as much as it is about thinking ahead, figuring out when to cut the power, how much energy I'm carrying, so that by the time I reach my point, I'm at the zero energy state.
Right.
Make sense?
Compton traffic.
Good.
That's Cirrus. Are you still on the runway or are you off?
Get it clear right now, White Cirrus. Clear runway 25 left. Compton.
Everybody, 7 Victor Bravo taking active runway 25 left for a left crosswind departure of Compton traffic.
Compton traffic, Copter 564, we just entered a left downwind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Am I crazy, or many female pilots on the radio are very matter of fact on the radio? Am I insane?
I'm doing what I'm going to do, Compton.
I just feel like that's, like you hear some on the radio.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just my head. It's very like, right downwind, left downwind 25, right.
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Compton traffic, Copter 564.
But I don't, it's like a female thing.
Yeah.
I don't hear, I don't know.
She's a helicopter pilot, too.
Okay, that's a,
That guy popped off.
oh yeah. Leveling off.
Compton
I don't know what
traffic,
they're doing.
7 Victor
It's kind of
Bravo.
short field, or some field-ish, I
Runway
guess.
25
Look at that
left.
plane.
Compton.
That's a cool one. It's like an old Navy plane.
Uh-huh.
Compton traffic, Sky 02 Papa, holding short of 25 right. Once the copter passes, we'll be taxiing 25 left, departing 25 left for left close traffic, Compton.
Copter 564, we just turned final for runway 25 right, Compton.
You know what? She's getting her radio calls done.
Yes,
And
she
that's
is.
Awesome.
Yes, she is.
That is awesome. She just said we're turning final. Good on her. Good work.
Look at that helicopter.
Uh-huh.
Ba, 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 ba. It's so funny how much louder they are than an airplane.
Compton traffic, San Victor Bravo, crosswind departure, last call, Compton traffic.
I think she was Russian, this one, no?
Sounded kind of Hispanic to me.
No, she's Indian.
I think she was Russian.
She's Indian.
I think she was Russian.
She was Indian.
Oh,
I want to
man.
see. I want to see if you're awake. You need to look at me like I'm crazy.
You know, who knows?
That's true.
I don't know what you're thinking, y'all.
That's true.
Sometimes you're too crazy. All right, so we're gonna take off and do it again, or are we gonna do
let's do pattern work here.
right close traffic?
Left close.
Sorry,
traffic.
left close traffic.
Uh-huh.
I'm too used to Torrance and tuning
I
it
want
right.
to see you get everything, all the calls, every single thing
Yeah.
perfect. 1,100 feet.
Compton traffic, Sky 02 Papa,
What's the
we're
TPA here?
crossing 25 right
it's
to be
1,000.
to depart
1,000?
25
Let's do
left
that.
for left close traffic, Compton.
I think that plane's going for left close
Yep.
traffic, so.
He's taking 25 left. I heard him on the call before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. So,
Compton traffic,
why
Copter
is this doing
564
this?
on the grow, runway 25 right, Compton.
Don't want to see that. Well, I guess I kind of do. So traffic, not that one. It's this.
Tower traffic 02 Papa, we're on the roll 25 left, Compton.
What's standby? Is it active? Standby. 2 miles, 1 mile. Clear. Flight plan.
And copter will be off your left side here.
Roger, Copter 564, we'll wait for you guys and then we'll turn our crossing.
Roger that.
All right.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is taking runway 25 left, Compton.
For
And
left,
we are turning left crosswind, we have that Cessna in sight.
for left close traffic.
Cirrus is left close traffic also, by the way, Compton.
Good. Final's clear. You could go because we need to take our time and we'll do a short field.
Flaps, boost. Good, good, good. Flaps
Don't
are 100.
use every inch.
Yep.
Every inch.
Compton traffic 02 Papa, left
Good.
crosswind 25 left,
Good
Compton.
work. Solid.
Compton traffic, Copter
Good.
564, entering a left downwind for runway 25 right, Compton.
Not on center line. That's okay.
Nose wheel straight. Good. Hit the brakes.
Tower traffic, Sky 02 Papa, left downwind 25 left, Compton.
Don't release the brakes until the full power is in there. Good, engine in the green.
Yep.
Take it away. So no wheelie, just rotate normally. You could have a touch back pressure just so the plane will talk to you, but
Gotcha.
nothing crazy. And then 78. Good, 78. That was perfect. Now that's a short field. You saw that?
Yep.
Good work.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is on the upwind for left close traffic, runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. Traffic Copter 564, turning base for runway 25 right, Compton.
You really hear her engine through the... yeah. What? Obstacle cleared. Call.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is turning left cross runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. You know these things.
Yep.
Compton traffic, Copter 564, turning final for runway 25 right, Compton.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus turning left down, runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. Good work. Solid. Could you see the plane ahead of us on base?
Traffic Scout 02 Papa, final 25 left, Compton.
Good. What speed do we want to be at?
100.
Good.
So way down, we're past the landing point, so.
Good.
Slow it down.
Yep. What altitude?
1,000.
Good.
But I'm dipping now because I'm descending.
Cool.
And I got him in sight,
Good.
so I turn around. Compton traffic, White Cirrus turning left base, runway 25 left, Compton.
I would give it another second here because they're slower than us. Give it a little time. You always want to give it more time than less.
Yep. Now I'm creeping towards, but it's alright.
Yeah. Good. So you can turn a nice base. Solid. Good work.
Compton traffic, Copter 564 on the go, runway 25 right, Compton.
500.
Traffic, White Cirrus turning final, runway 25 left, Compton.
Why did that happen?
I blew because I didn't turn soon enough.
That's it. That's the answer.
Yeah. I didn't turn soon enough.
Good.
Tower traffic,
that one.
Bravo, clearing 25 left, taxing back 25 left, Compton.
See him?
Yep.
Good.
Compton traffic, Copter 564,
Touchdown on the
turning
numbers.
left crosswind. We will be departing the area to the east. Compton.
Numbers. Don't force the plane down.
Yep.
We will figure out with time just how much energy we carry.
Yep.
Good work. That's why this is called practice.
We practicing.
That's it. Practice.
Ooh, yeah. That was not good.
Good.
Ran out of energy way above.
Good. Good learning. Practicing. So you see I helped you in keeping this back?
Yeah.
I want you to do that on your own.
Okay.
Anytime you 3-point a plane,
Yeah. Keep it back
all the way back.
Okay.
You don't want to even hint at that.
Okay.
You start porpoising.
Okay.
All the way back.
Gotcha.
Now, your instinct should be
All the way back.
boom.
Got it.
And hold it there.
Got it.
Good. Instincts. Good learning.
Yep.
So we just figured out that doesn't work.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus clear runway 25 left, taxi back runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. learning what doesn't work is just as valuable as learning what does work.
Yeah, I think
Right?
I came in with it felt like too little speed and too steep of an angle.
Correct.
So I was in like
Correct.
like 72, and I was coming in like this,
Correct.
like a big rock.
Correct. With absolutely zero energy.
Right.
So much so that you had no energy to even keep the nose off the ground, which is why we three-pointed.
Right.
No one asked to have float energy, but at least, in the very least, to touch down on the mains with the nose in the air.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough energy for that, that is too little energy.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Good.
Call the traffic, Scott. 02 Papa, taking off 25 left,
Eventually,
in the pattern, 25 left, Compton.
Eventually, it will click to where you'll be like, you could come in high if you want, cut the power sooner, use gravity, or you could come in lower,
Yeah.
cut the power later.
Yeah.
And you'll be so intimately familiar with the airplane and its energy that you'll know exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be a feel.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to cut my power here because I'm going to.
That's usually what I was doing, but I think it's that's like usually like to come in a little bit quicker and a little bit steeper of an angle.
Yeah.
Or a little bit, because that's, that's, I don't know, what I've felt to be good. But I think it's like I'm thinking of landing on the numbers too much, and I'm not thinking of getting a good angle. So I don't know.
But part of it is I just want to, if there's no specific point for us to touch on,
Yeah.
your brain doesn't think of how much energy you carry.
Right.
Because if you could just touch down anywhere, you just need to bleed off the energy and land.
Right.
But in this case, we specifically want you to think about how much energy am I carrying?
Right.
Did I cut the power too soon or too late?
Yeah.
Right? So we're taking landings to another step.
Yep.
We're becoming a little more familiar with it.
Of course.
Of course. Good work.
And he is on the upwind. Maybe give him
You're
a second.
good.
Okay.
You could, because by the time we set up for short field, all that takes time.
50, boost, good to loop, skiddly boop. Mixture.
Cover traffic, Scott. 02 Papa, left crossing, 25 left, Compton.
Good. And let's get that center line this time.
Yep.
Good. Solid.
Comp traffic, White Sirius is taking runway 25 left for left close traffic. Comp.
Good work. Solid. And every single time I've been saying engine in the green, indications of green, I want you to start looking at that before you release the brakes. Make sure everything's in the green.
Got it.
Good.
All right. Engine in the green.
Good. That's enough.
Good.
Everything's in the green.
All right.
Good.
Everything's in the green.
Doesn't have to take forever. I just want to make sure that you look there.
Yep.
Good. You turn the alternators on, you make sure they charge.
Yep.
You get full power, you make sure it's generating full power.
Cover traffic, 02 Papa, left downwind, 25 left, Compton.
Call.
Comp traffic, White Sirius is on the upwind, runway 25 left for left close traffic. Compton.
Good. Solid. Good. Obstacle cleared.
Zero two Papa, left base, 25 left, Compton.
Comp traffic, White Sirius turning left crosswind, runway 25. Compton.
Runway what?
25 left.
Good. If your instructor doesn't pay attention to detail, guess who else won't pay attention to detail?
Not me.
Cover traffic, Scott. 02 Papa, turning final, 25 left, Compton.
Comp traffic, White Sirius turning left down runway 25 left. Compton.
Good. Show me 100 knots this time. Good work. So the idea of flying is taking a mental inventory of everything leading up to now, not only from this lesson today, but from all flights we've ever conducted in our life, and apply all them to the next one.
Traffic,
Make the next
traffic.
one better.
Yep.
So what could we gather from the last pattern specifically and make better on this one?
That I didn't turn soon enough.
Good. We won't shoot through final.
Right.
What else could
Or
we
didn't
gather?
turn steep enough.
I wouldn't even say steep. You could keep it standard rate, just start sooner.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did we learn about the touchdown?
I need to have slightly more energy coming in and not drop like a rock.
Good. And if you do drop like a rock in 3-point, what should you do with your yoke?
Hold it all the way back.
Good. That should be an instinct.
Traffic white Sirius turning left base from our 25 left Compton.
Good work. Solid. Good.
Compton traffic, Scott 02 Papa, going around 25 left, and we're going to make a left crossing departure, leaving the area, Compton.
Have a good night, sir.
Compton traffic white Sirius turning final runway 25 left Compton.
500.
Much better. Remember the invisible wall?
Yep.
This is an airport with parallel runways.
Parallel.
Good. Imagine there's an invisible wall between the two runways, and if you hit it, your plane will break.
Yep.
I guarantee you won't overshoot final if that were the case.
That's right.
Good. Imagine there is the invisible wall. I'll keep doing what you're doing. I'll kind of walk you through it. Okay?
Yep.
Keep this pitch attitude.
Okay.
Keep this power setting.
Yep.
Just keep doing what you're doing. I'll tell you when to cut the power.
Okay.
Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Good. We're clearing the obstacles, right?
Yep.
A little high, which is fine. We'll exchange it for gravity.
Yep.
Good. Now point towards the pavement. Cut all the power. Now point down like this. We'll do
Okay.
it together.
Yep.
And even there.
Yeah.
Again, but we're not forcing it. We're bleeding it all off.
Yep.
See that?
Yep.
Saw that?
Yep.
All the way back.
Yep.
Solid?
Yep.
Good. So that taught us that we could have cut the power about 8 seconds soon. Let's start doing the brakes as we're reaching the end of the runway.
Yep.
About 8 seconds sooner.
Yep.
Than what we did there. So we will take that knowledge and apply that to the next one and see what that results in. Make sense?
Yep.
Good.
Compton traffic white Sirius is clear runway 25 left, taxi back to runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. You saw how we did not force the plane down?
Yep.
The nose was all the way off the ground?
Yep.
The yoke was all the way back when we touched down?
Yep.
Felt that? Good. Guess who got to make out? The plane and pavement. They kissed each other. That's a good landing.
Yeah.
That's it. So if we did all that with cutting the power about 8 seconds sooner,
It would have been on the
we would be
numbers.
closer.
Yeah.
Right?
Very close.
But that's my point with this practice. Unless we take a mental note and apply it to the next one, we won't get anywhere.
Right.
So right now we did everything right, but 8 seconds too late.
Yep.
Do you understand that?
Yep.
If we did the same thing next time 8 seconds sooner, I don't know if we touch the numbers, but we'd sure be closer.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
That's what I mean by mental notes and applying it to the next one. So let's go ahead and try that.
Okay.
You did great. And it's not you, it's me. I told you when to cut the power. Let's try and do it 8 seconds sooner this
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Good.
Practicing.
That's what practicing is. But practice has no value to it if you're not taking mental inventory.
Right. Right.
It's a waste of time. It's only practice if you're using that knowledge that you get from doing what you're doing and applying it to the next one.
Yeah.
Right? It's like research.
Right.
We're gathering research, and we're coming up. We're applying it to the next one, so the next one is a little better.
Right.
Little better.
Right.
Little better.
1%.
Little better. 1% better. 0.5% better. Who cares?
0.5%.
Little better. Little better. Some days it won't be better. Some days you might be 1% back. Doesn't matter. But as long as overall we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Moving back. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. What could I take? You should always ask yourself, what could I take from this and make my next one better?
Yep.
What could I take from this, make my next one better? That's it.
50. Do, da. Seatbelt off. Lights. And Compton traffic white Sirius taking runway 25 left. Left close traffic Compton.
Good.
Cleared. 50 again. We're good.
Solid. Looks like we're the only ones here, so
Yeah.
even better. This time we'll maintain VX all the way up to TPA.
Okay. Okay. In the green. Let's do it.
Solid work. Good. Beautiful. 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 Beautiful.
We're clearing the objective.
Beautiful. That's it. I think you're ready to become a
Obstruction.
DPE. You're ready to become a DPE now. That's it. Solid work.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is on the upper and only 25 left coast traffic, Compton.
Good. Love when you make calls and it comes from you. All right, what do we do 300 feet below TPA?
Start to turn.
Good.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is turning left, cross runway 25 left, Compton.
Good work. Solid.
And we are there.
Good. Above 90, we'll take the flaps out.
Oh.
You're good.
Compton traffic, Light Cirrus turning left, downwind, runway 25 left, Compton.
Good.
And
There we go.
up above
Solid.
90. Bit steep on the turn.
Good. I should make a coffee mug that says, it's only practice if you take mental notes. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Giving ourselves some time. Take out a little bit more power. Compton traffic, White Cirrus turning left, left base on runway 25 left, Compton. Oops. Compton traffic, White Cirrus turning final, runway 25 left, Compton.
500.
I ate my base.
Look at that. This is a good path because you're clearing the obstacles. You're not getting too
Yep.
low. This is great.
Okay.
So now we need to think of how do we go ahead and work with gravity and air, engine power in order to not show up below halfway down the runway like we did before because when I said to cut the power.
Yeah.
So we want to do all that 8 seconds
So like
sooner.
right now.
So
Like a little bit sooner.
a little sooner. So still keep the power in. Keep this height.
Yeah.
Good. Now cut the power.
Now cut
Good.
the power.
Lower the nose. We'll
Nice.
use gravity.
Nice and low.
Good. And don't force the plane on the ground.
Yep.
Bleed off every last ounce of it. Bleed off every last ounce of it. Bleed off every last ounce of it. Could we have bleeded off more?
Yeah.
Yes. And would we have made the numbers?
Yeah.
Yes. Don't force the plane
Yeah.
on the ground. I know it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Just like before. We floated halfway down the runway, but I still didn't force the plane on the ground.
Right.
It's always a perfect landing.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
So this time, believe it or not, if you kept the nose off a little longer, we would touch the numbers.
Yeah.
Don't force the plane on the ground.
I mean, I touched the numbers as it wasn't a very good landing.
Did we land the maintenance on the numbers? I
Yeah.
thought it was a little test sooner.
It was on the numbers,
Okay, my bad.
but it was forced.
I should get my eyes checked.
It was forced.
Oh, it's forced? Okay.
Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Who knows? It's not a matter. I'm not looking to be right.
Yeah.
I'm just want to make sure. We don't want to force the plane on the runway.
Compton traffic, White Cirrus is cleared runway 25 left, taxi back runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. So what did we just learn? We took what we learned from the previous one.
And yeah.
We applied it to this one. And did we get closer?
Yes.
That is practice.
Yep.
That's it. I'm not making any of this up. That's how Hashem created the world.
That's right.
That's it. That's a cool tail number. November 300 Papa Foxtrot. Or Planet Fitness, if you want to think of it that way. Zero Planet Fitness, clear to land.
That's right.
Amazing. Show me one more perfect.
Okay.
I believe you could get the numbers.
Yeah.
And then we will call this place
Dunzo.
so long. Yes.
Dunzo the crab.
Yes. Good. I wanna cement in your head what practice is.
Yep.
Good. Practice is not doing something over and over again. It's doing something over and over again while taking a mental inventory. We're not brain dead when we do it.
Nope.
Good. Good work.
Okay. Cab seatbelts, boost, full tank, full rich, 50. Good. Lights on. We'll check in a second.
Solid.
Got the traffic, White Series taking runway 25 left for left close traffic, Compton.
Good work.
And final's clear.
Compton traffic, red and white Skyhawk departing. We're out of Torrance and we're heading northeast. We'll be crossing over the midfield at 1600 Compton.
Okay. We're good.
Good work.
Steeper. Compton traffic, White Series is on the upper end, runway 25 left for left close traffic, Compton.
Hey, Compton traffic, red and white Skyhawk, 1600 feet, just southwest of the field. Be crossing over it, heading out to the LA River, Compton.
White Series, how do you guys final? I can see you guys. I don't know if that was the correct thing to say, but I said it.
All good.
Compton traffic, White Series turning left crosswind, runway 25 left on Compton. And a bit high.
Last call, Compton traffic, red and white Skyhawk. We are over the field, 1600. We're turning towards the LA River, Compton. Last call.
Compton traffic, White Series turning left down one runway 25 left, Compton. Go slower and get lower.
Slower and lower. יותר לאט ויותר נמוך. Slower and lower. It's only considered practice, Colton, if what?
We take in the information from the last one.
Good, and apply it to the next.
Get a little bit better each time.
Good. Otherwise, it's a waste of what?
Time.
And?
Time.
And?
Effort. And money.
Good.
And everything.
Everything. Good work. Solid.
Compton traffic, White Series turning left base, runway 25 left, Compton.
Good. So if you do what you did before and held the plane off the ground for longer,
Yep.
it would be a perfect touchdown on the numbers.
Yep.
So we'll just keep that in mind.
Counter traffic right, Sirius turning final, runway 25 left to Compton.
Every single landing of ours between now and the end of training will be a short field landing.
Okay.
I'll have you touch down on specific places, specific spots.
Okay.
500.
Bit low. We're a bit
Power all the way out.
Yeah,
all the way
we're
out.
a bit higher than we were last time.
Bleed off all the energy. Don't force the plane on the ground. Touch down with the yoke all the way back. Take your time. Boom. Push the yoke all the way back?
Yeah.
On the numbers. Colton, you got it, man. Why'd you get it? Because you're taking the information from the previous one and applying it to the next.
That's right.
Is it kind of clicking? The whole energy thing, how the plane works?
Yep.
How much energy your plane carries? Every plane's different.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yep.
Good work. Solid work. Not only do you land, but you can now accurately land the airplane on a specific spot that you want to.
Well, we'll see
That's
how
the
often
next
I
step
can do
up.
that.
Yeah, no, it'll get better and
That's
better.
I mean, that's, you know, we're practicing, you know.
Uh-huh. And yeah, that's what you'll do till your last day.
That's right.
Practice.
Counter traffic right, Sirius is clear runway 25 left. Taxi back runway 25 left, Compton.
I tell you, I'm on a mission to change the this idea that some pilots have that they need to be perfect.
Yeah.
Or that anyone is.
Constantly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's this culture thing with pilots. I get it. We're high performance people. We hold ourselves to high standard. I get all that. But with all that, if a surgeon who cuts into people's bodies can get away with "I practice medicine,"
yeah,
I think we flying airplanes could get away with that too.
It's true.
That's it. That's it. We don't have to be perfect. We're not perfect. And we're out there getting better every single time. And anyone who tells you otherwise, tell them, listen, I'd love to be your friend, but I don't have people like you in my circle. Oh, you think? Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Good work, Colton.
Thank you, Captain.
Solid work. Solida.